Hey there, Joe Bruscata with Edge Home Finance checking in with you. I know it's been a while since we last touched base. Hope you've been well. There have been a lot of interesting shifts in the housing market and in the economy lately, and there's so much misinformation out there. I wanted to just provide you with a quick market update from my standpoint in an effort to educate you and help you understand where things are going and the impact it might have on you. So with that, let's get into it a little bit. So as for the housing market, home prices in the United States just hit another all-time high. U.S. home sale prices soared to just over $397,000 in June on average, which was a nearly 5% increase year over year. And that's great news for current homeowners because they're seeing the appreciation rate of their home values have not tapered off. We are expecting for appreciation to cool at some point a bit, but home prices are going to continue to increase. That's just the truth of it. There's no imminent housing crash on the horizon like we saw in 2008 because inventory is still at a historical low. We're starting to see those inventory levels bounce back a little bit, but even with rates being where they are, the supply is just not there to meet the demand. And with home values being where they are, Americans have never had more equity than they do in their home right now. That's also great news for anyone looking to leverage the equity in their home to save on some higher interest debts, to save on their overall monthly expense, to invest, or to do some home improvement projects. Even with rates being where they are. We often talk about what's called your blended rate. Sure, your mortgage rate might be near 4%, but if you've got a personal loan at 12%, you've got a car loan at 10%, you've got credit card debt at 22%, a lot of people are still doing a consolidation loan to blend all of that into their mortgage, and they're saving hundreds, even thousands of dollars per month. Speaking of interest rates, we are seeing average top tier rates at right around 7% right now. Inflation has begun to cool, although not enough for the Fed to want to make any rate cuts just yet. The next opportunity for that will be in September. And if we see unemployment rates continue to rise like they have been, and if we see inflation continue to cool, we might finally see that rate cut we've all been looking forward to. With that being said, when interest rates do come down, housing prices will begin to skyrocket again. We'll be looking at more and more multiple offer situations. It will become much more difficult to win a reasonable offer than it is right now. And all that to say, as crazy as it might sound, high interest rates, if you're in the market to purchase, may actually be your best friend right now because you can always refinance to a lower rate down the line. So that's it for me. I hope you learned something from this, took something of value from this. As father to a newborn and a first-time dad, I know now more than ever how important it is to stay on top of what's happening in the market around us, especially when it impacts our livelihood. And so, speaking of livelihood, this is what I do for a living. I put food on the table for my family by putting roofs over the heads of other families. So if you or someone you know is looking to purchase, refinance, or invest in real estate, now we're in the near future, please reach out to me, put them in contact with me, and I'll be happy to guide them or you in the right direction. Until then, thanks for watching and so long.